Hi everybody, Renegade68 here with some more Let's Play Zero Time Dilemma Blind. Last time, we found some more Radical 6 for the first time in this game. You know, remember that thing that kept killing us over and over in VLR? Well, we found more of it, and we're given the question of whether we want to inject some more into ourselves. And I say, the more the merrier. Let's kill ourselves some more. I trust Zero. For now. See, because he's really probably a villain unlike the previous Zeros, which is why he's the most trustworthy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it!
Why?
Care to share your reason?
After everything, the issue isn't if Zero can see the future or if he's lying. It's just like Eric said. If Zero does have that power, then it's the same either way. That means all we need to do is think about what happens if he doesn't. Our fate can go 4 different ways if that's the situation. If we are infected with FBR and we inject ourselves with Radical 6, or not. If we aren't infected with FBR and we inject ourselves with Radical 6, or not.
Yep.
The important thing we need to remember, though, is the mortality rates.
Yeah, it's just like with the gun problem almost, with Diana. I mean, FBR will always kill us, Radical 6 will usually kill us.
Zero said the casualty rate is 75% for the Radical 6 virus. And we saw in the files that death is 100% confirmed for Fnatic Bio-R.
What if we lead to an even worse ending in this game? Like, oh, VLR was the bad ending where we got Radical 6 got everywhere. What if the true ending of this game is, oop, you fucked it up even more, now FBR is everywhere? Wouldn't that be great?
So we can use that to determine. It's clear which option is best, right?
I see. The probability that we're infected with FBR is 2 to 1. Which means, if we inject Radical 6, our survival rate is half of 125/60.
Why would you even need to use fancy numbers like that? It's not that complicated. You're making it sound more complicated than it needs to, Mira. You're gonna confuse your husbando. Not that you care.
52.5%.
And if we don't inject it, then our chance is sitting at 50%.
Any objections? Then we know what to do.
Let's go crazy! Time to commit
Okay.
Sudoku.
Here we go. Ready? And...
Oh, we split the difference. Half of us infect ourselves, half of us don't. That way some of us live for sure. Oh, seems like we're fine. I think.
So are we good?
But the dog went crazy, of course!
Did we do the right thing?
I've been editing some of the videos in this series, the earlier videos, and I got to the point where I mentioned that the dog always dies. I noticed, as I was editing that, wait, the dog hasn't died yet, has he? No. Will he ever die? Maybe he won't. Maybe my thought of maybe he'll never die was right. That would be interesting. I'd be surprised, but maybe.
The lab door opened afterwards, so we must have.
do you feel any different?
No, not really.
Well, Eric was already crazy, and so was Mira, and I know I'm not normal, so maybe we just were already Radical 6. Who knows?
So, I guess?
Hey, Eric. I've thought this before, but, well, your laugh is kind of strange.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess this is, well, sort of a bad habit I've had since I was a kid.
One among many.
What do you mean?
Issues at home, I guess.
Was your family difficult?
That's just it. We were completely normal.
Ha!
A kind mom, a clumsy dad, and an annoying little brother.
Named Chris, who you killed, right? No. That again.
Oh, dear. What's wrong?
Dear.
I'm not sure. They've just been crying.
I've been paying attention to some of the codes as I've been editing the earlier videos. And I remember I freaked out a bit when I saw Quark was one of the keys. That's probably for Junpei, now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm relating all the keys to the characters.
Hey, you two. Mind telling Mommy why you're crying?
Chris broke my toy!
No! It was your fault, Aaron!
Chris, Eric, listen to me, okay? When painful or sad things happen, people get angry or cry because of them.
Especially Eric.
But even at those times, I want you to never forget to smile.
Too late.
Smile? Yes, smile.
That's not creepy at all.
No matter how painful things get, as long as you can face it with a smile, happiness will come to you. Smiles have a strange power.
Really?
Yes, really. And that's not all. A smile can make everyone all around you happy too.
You too, Mommy? You'll be happy too?
Of course. So why don't you two stop fighting and show Mommy your smiles?
Okay.
Yeah!
You sure are something else. Hey, what about me? Can Daddy get some smiles too?
Is that Matthew Mercer again? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they reused some of the voice actors for extra roles, but maybe not. I don't know.
Oh dear, it looks like Daddy's lonely, you two. Let's all give him a whole lot of smiles.
Okay.
Get over here for a hug.
I think it is.
Oh, you've gotten big.
Plot twist. I thought Sigma was Phi's father. Turned out Sigma had a whole family of kids. And Eric is one of them? Ugh, how did Eric come out of Sigma? Gross.
Me too. Me too.
Maybe Chris was the good half. Eric was the grumpy half.
Okay. Okay. Come at me. I'm ready.
Yay! Mom always told us to never forget to smile. She'd never hurt a bug. Not even if a line of ants crossed her path. She was that kind and gentle. She was incredible. And when we lost her, that's when Dad changed.
Getting a bit personal.
Shut the hell up! Who said you could fucking cry?
And that's when Matthew Mercer got grumpy. That's why Sigma got all jerkish in his senile age. Oh shit.
Chris!
Oh, Jesus, Eric! Can't you even look after your shitty little brother?
Ouch.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me.
This is kind of some scary nightmare fuel for me because I have a dad who sometimes drinks a good bit. He's never gone crazy like that or anything. And I also have a brother, so it's it gives me some worries to think about. But I also have a mother who is alive, so it's like I don't know, just it hits me a little bit.
God! Fucking kids. Hey, go find someone to get me beer.
Don't cry. Don't get mad. You better always smile, was what Dad liked to say.
You better, I'll fucking kill you.
But unlike Mom, he was never not angry with us.
Never not. Too many negatives.
Eventually, I figured out how to smile, regardless of what was going on. Just smiling day in and day out. No fun. Not happy.
It's the worst kind of smile.
I'd be made fun of, or yelled at. And no matter the pain, no matter how bad it was, I never raised my voice. I just kept smiling. I didn't stop, even after Dad fell ill and died.
Lasting effects.
So I guess the two smiles, one taught by my mom and one forced by my dad, got kinda mixed up. and the result is what I pasted on my face.
Ew.
Eric, she's...
I've never talked to anyone about all of this before, but... Mira, will you still love me? Even with me being like this?
Will you still love her, even knowing that she's a crazy psycho killer who doesn't actually like you at all?
How dumb can you get?
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even have to ask, did I?
Yeah, just one look at that boobs, and you know. Don't even look at her eyes, just look at her boobs.
Eric, thanks for sharing that.
It wasn't like I did it for you or anything. It just sort of came out, that's all.
Yeah, still, thanks.
I really want to try to sympathize with Eric, but that one ending where, like, out of nowhere, he just fucking kills Q, like, that really hurt me. It's hard to like him after that. I mean, that's not the same as Clover completely snapping and going axe crazy. I can still like Clover despite that. In fact, I found that really fun, that one ending. A bit similar to Mira's crazy ending. Though Mira's kind of always crazy. But like with Eric, that felt like that wasn't him snapping. It's not like Mira died and he went crazy or anything. Because that's what kind of tipped Clover, was Snake dying. Eric was just, I don't know, just seeing that ending, it's hard for me to like him after that.
To tell the truth, I just didn't want to end up like my father.
You failed.
So I forced my mouth to keep smiling through everything. But it's no use. The worst part of me still came to the front after we got trapped here.
True.
I pushed all of that on you too.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'll worry about it when the ending where he fucking kills you for almost no reason. I mean, there's a reason, but it's the bare minimum of reasons, because one more death means we get out.
I'm alright.
Okay.
So, you never mentioned you had a younger brother.
Yeah. About your age, more or less.
You mean back when he was killed, or he would be that age now? Probably back when he was killed, because they sounded about the same age.
What? We're the same age? Oh, maybe we could be friends. Would it be okay if I met him after we get out?
No, because he's dead. He probably just realized, oh, we're about the same age. He's like, oh, wait, I slipped up. I meant he was about that age when I fucking killed him, probably. Or maybe Q is Chris, but I doubt it.
Well. Anyway, sorry I turned the mood dark.
You turn the mood. Oh, your jokes always crack me up, Eric.
You just have a hard-on for his heart. That does make me think, though, now that he explained that story about his mom and his dad, maybe that's why I have this impression of him having split personalities. They haven't fully delved into him having them, but that kind of does explain it a bit. Like, his mom gave him a real loving side, and his dad kind of instilled the crazy side into him. It still seems a bit extreme if that's all it is, but that does explain it a little bit.
Huh?
I mean, to think that was dark. You really have a sense for these things.
Oh, I get it. She's saying, oh, you think that was dark? You should see some of the shit I've been through, right?
Don't worry, listening to it was a lot of fun.
Wait a minute. What makes you think that was all a joke?
They wouldn't reveal that she's the killer in this pathway, would they? They wouldn't reveal it in two different pathways. I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
It was such a sad story. He just told us he's been holding in this painful past the whole time. How is that a joke?
Oh, I just didn't think to make a mistake like that.
A mistake?
Maybe she means she made a mistake in choosing him. Like, oh, she thought his heart was complicated and realized how simple it was. Or maybe she means she made a mistake in thinking that his story was actually a joke because she really has a hard time telling emotions, so maybe she assumed it was a joke? One mistake or the other. Or she could mean Eric made the mistake of being an idiot. I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I've always been clumsy. It's at times like these that I don't even know how to look, you know?
Yeah, she's kind of revealing that she doesn't have that many emotions here. But I thought that they were just gonna do that in the triangle pathway.
Clumsy?
Hey, Eric.
Oh, jeez.
Can you tell me?
Mira?
Yeah, when she doesn't know how to act, she just uses her sex appeal. Makes sense. Oh! Covering his eye. Oh, jeez! So she gave up on trying to figure out his or maybe that's what really got her to... What? Really? What's their excuse? Like, assuming we don't know she's the serial killer, what's the excuse here?
What? No. Mira? Why did you... What's wrong with you, Mira? Stop! Stop this!
Is this the pathway where Carlos died and Diana's team saw that? Because Carlos did die in one of those, so maybe this is that pathway? Is this like the Dio thing in VLR? Because there was like a couple different ways he could get revealed? I don't know. I never like it when it's like, oh, we're gonna have a couple different reveals. Like, because you can never really make them as good as each other. Like, you're ultimately gonna get one that's better than the other, and if you see the one that's worse first, you're gonna feel kind of pissed. Don't tell me that's the end.
No!
That was a random snap. I guess she gave up on him. She thought his heart was complicated, but now it's too simple. What? I don't get it. Could I have only seen that after finding out that she's the killer? Or does that just happen? Is that like an alternate thing that you can... I don't get that at all. Inject. That's confusing to me. Like, if I hadn't seen the serial killer route, I don't know what I would have thought about that. Like, that would have been extremely random. Like, okay, she killed someone out of nowhere. I don't know, maybe that, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just do the other one. Let's just do the other one. Because we're probably going to live either way, right? Well, I mean, live, quote-unquote. I mean, I like Mira, but that didn't really make much sense. Like, what if I hadn't seen the serial killer route? Like, what would that even mean? It would just be her killing them out of nowhere, with no explanation at all.
A set of file. It would be.
So then,
I mean, assuming both could happen, and you can do one or the other first, I'm definitely glad I did the other one first, because that was a real reveal. That was just, she killed people for no reason as far as we know. I don't know. Don't inject. Which is rational this time.
Maybe we shouldn't.
yeah, right?
Care to share your reason?
After everything, the issue isn't if Zero can see the future or if he's lying. It's just like Eric said. If Zero does have that power, then it's the same either way. That means all we need to do is think about what happens if he doesn't have powers. The important thing to determine is if we're actually infected with FBR.
So you don't think we are then?
No. In fact, a virus called Fanatic Bio R existing in the first place is very suspicious.
That is true.
Radical 6 sounds just as fantastical.
No. There's no doubt that Radical 6 is real.
Oh, why do you think that?
Heard of it before. Well, it could be that Zero wants us to become infected with Radical 6.
Q. I keep coming back to Q and thinking of the quantum computer. I don't know. My crazy theory about him being logomorph still holds, because how would he know about Radical 6 being real? He said he's heard of it before. But how could he have heard of it before unless he comes from the future, right? That's the only way. Because Radical 6 was supposed to start here and go out later. Until then, it didn't exist, really. So, the only way he could have heard of it is either A, he's forgotten that he was in cahoots with Zero and maybe heard about it while Zero was working on it, like making it a thing. Or B, he's from the future and came back in time. That's why he knows Radical 6 is a thing, but he's never heard of FBR. Maybe.
But instead of doing it himself, for some reason he's unable to.
So he needs us to do it ourselves then.
Hey, what the?
The door!
It opened!
Let's get out of here! If we're too slow, then the door might up and close on us.
Wait, Eric!
Oh, she's got a plan. She's got a crazy evil mirror plans.
Hey, Mira! What are you doing?
But it sounds like fun to her. This could be interesting. Maybe I'll have emotions if I inject myself. Maybe? Maybe. Maybe their excuse for the other pathways that Radical 6 made her kill them, but I don't think so, because we know how Radical 6 works. It makes you want to kill yourself, not other people.
We must have been right not to inject it.
To think, this was originally going to be my first playthrough I was going to do. Like, I hesitated about doing this, and I'm like, no, I think I want to do, like, I went to do the shower room, and then after that I was going to do this. But then I decided to do the other pathway in the kill switch first, and then I went and did a bunch of other things first. Like, imagine if this was the first thing I did. That'd be, I don't know, it'd make me look in a very suspicious light on Mira, for sure.
I still feel okay, and more importantly, the door opened for us.
There's still another possibility, you know. That Zero really does have the ability to see the future.
If it's true, then we would have been right if we had injected the needles too.
Hey, did you tell the truth earlier?
About what?
About Radical 6 being real.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know about it?
Well, I'm not sure.
Suspicious?
Did you get any more suspicious?
I know what I know, okay? I can't help that.
Oh god, I'm agreeing with Eric. What's wrong with me?
So why not share? Tell us more about this Radical 6 virus.
More. I'm not even sure where to start.
How about its name?
Oh, that's easy. Aside from triggering intense suicidal impulses, Radical 6 causes the infected's thought process to reduce by 1√6. Therefore, when 1 second passes for them, the world has gone through √6 seconds, or roughly 2.45 seconds. There is also the word radical. Aside from meaning things like extreme, it can also refer to a radical root. Get it?
Oh, so that's why it's Radical 6.
But is it really possible for thought speed to be slowed down like that?
Maybe it's hard for you to comprehend the idea because your thought speed is already so slow, but yes, it can get slow, Eric. Don't worry.
Yep. The infected, through changes in DNA methylation and histone modification, gain epigenetic mutations in the control mechanisms of their genetic expressions.
Whoa.
Wait,
Big words.
could you maybe simplify that, please?
Not for me. I understand everything you're saying. It's just for Eric. He's too stupid. That's my excuse.
Oh, the body's composition changes as a genetic switch is flipped, more or less.
A genetic...
Switch?
Let's try this. A common scientific thought until now was that parental characteristics didn't transfer. Recent research has changed that. We now know that they can be, by flipping certain genetic switches. Well, regardless of what kind of experiences the parents had to go through, their DNA blueprints won't change. But within that expansive DNA coding, the question of what should be read seems to change based on experience. The change becomes especially apparent when the parents' lives are in danger.
Like maybe if someone was trapped in a shelter and forced to risk their life.
Good catch.
So, if Eric and I did the horizontal tango right now, the baby might end up psychic.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I'm trying to process everything he's been saying, but is that what they're saying? Like, when the parents are put in extreme circumstances, they can pass down, like, crazy thought, like, the morphogenic bullshit, basically? I guess?
What?
Anyway, so if Radical 6 really does flip the genetics switch... Hey, are you listening?
No. He's too busy fantasizing about your boobs! I'm sorry, and your legs.
Yeah. So, you're basically saying this Radical 6 virus is super dangerous, right?
You know what, that's a bit rude of me. Her face is nice too.
Yes, there's no doubt it is. So, Zero said earlier that Radical 6 transmits through bodily fluids and is highly infectious. If someone infected with the virus was to go outside, then mankind, 6 billion people, will die.
Yeah.
6 billion?
Yeah, and again, he knows things. He knows things. You know too much. Who are you, Q? What are you? Maybe my crazy theory. He's Logomorph. I hope so. I like Logomorph. His personality is nothing alike, but memory loss can do that to you, right? So maybe.
Now announcing the current casualties.
Or maybe he's just Kyle. Like, that would be the simple explanation. I hope he's not just Kyle, because that's the simple explanation. Yeah.
C-Team, Carlos.
Saw that coming.
Tony, Junpei. These 3 are now deceased. As a result, 3 X-passes will be revealed. Fire, Crash, 5.
I like to pay attention to these now. Fire, Crash, 5. And this is Junpei, Akane, and Carlos. Fire is pretty obvious. Crash and 5. 5 for Junpei. Crash for Akane? Because her brain crashed and now she's crazy? I don't know.
That is all.
What the hell? C-Team is dead?
It's obviously because of the vote.
Yep, D teams were the D's in this pathway. They were the big long D's, not the booby D's.
The vote?
At 13:30.
Then... But wait, did everyone from C-Team really die? We haven't seen their corpses or anything. They might still be alive.
No, they're dead. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, both Q and Diana seem to have this thing going on. I don't know if Carlos has ever said, I'm sure of it, they're dead, but he's definitely also had some crazy morphogenic stuff.
Why?
Because
He's right. I don't think they're alive.
You too, Mira?
How can you tell?
What do you think, old man?
Old man?
C-Team's gotta be alive, right?
Oh, I guess the dog's old?
What are you doing, Eric? He's not gonna answer you.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe he...
Dog is the mastermind, right?
can speak?
Now it is time for you to sleep.
0.
When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes.
Interesting. They've done this for a few different pathways. They did that for Diana's pathway when they didn't all get killed by somebody. They did that. That was the one where they killed off Q Team, I believe. Yeah, because Akane saved them, and then I think they slept. I think that's the only time so far we've seen a proper "you're gonna sleep" aside from this one.
Pleasant dreams.
Well, we're done with Q-Team for now, it seems. And Mira just has that Radical 6 thing sitting around that will probably come into play later. I guess in a continuation of that pathway, I suppose. All sections cleared. Yep. Anything new for them? Nope, for now we're done with Q-Team, it seems. Outbreak. Oh, Radical 6 Outbreak. Is this canon? Are we canon? Oh! Luna suits.
Are these things robots?
Do they look, they're like your children almost, Diana. Isn't it precious?
Yeah,
Are they real?
I doubt they're model toys.
Hey! Hello? He's not very friendly.
It's probably just out of power.
Still, why would these things be in this room?
Looking around, I'd say they were being made here.
Made?
Yeah. Zero's probably manufacturing them. It does say this room is manufacturing on the map.
Take that, Sigma. This Zero did it first.
Sigma, why did you get quiet all of a sudden?
He's sentimental for Luna.
Oh, no reason.
Or no, he's really sentimental for Gollum. I miss Gollum too, Sigma. I know the feels.
Damn. It's locked. Guess we're trapped in here.
Again?
Again?
Diana, what time is it?
It's 1810.
There's no use wasting time in a place like this.
Let's just find some way out of here.
Okay, let's go.